Good morning, peoples. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Good morning. I'm just getting everything set up. If you're currently on, say hello. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. After what? Maybe 1.5, 2 years, I'm finally getting the hang of it. All right, hello everyone. Good morning. We are currently live. Today it is February 6th, 2020. Okay, start over. I just said I was getting the hang of it. Today it is February 6th, 2026, 10:02 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the Midwest, USA. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. If you're currently on live here with me, say hello. Let me know what you're working on. And let's see. And maybe what you're drinking. What's the weather like where you are? It's snowing today. I went out to take my daughter to school and it snowed. So yay. But not too bad, in like the mid 30s. So it's nice and not as cold as the last couple of weeks. So there's that. Hello, Liz. Good morning, Liz from North Carolina. Working on your sunflower leaves. Ooh, those are fun. Those take a lot of time, the sunflower leaves. It's a very, very time-consuming project. But Liz sent me her picture of her progress photos of her sunflower, and oh my goodness, it's looking awesome. I can't wait to see Liz's finished sunflowers. Almost there. Hello, Carolyn. Snowing also for you, working from home. Okay, awesome. And Louise, hello. Good evening to you. Working on mimosa. Okay, so in the Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers Facebook group, our guest instructor, Anna, is teaching mimosa. So if you are not in our Facebook group, the Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers, I know it's a long name. Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers Facebook group. If you are currently not in our group, you can find the link in my description on YouTube or the Facebook description, and you can click on that. Make sure to answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, then chances are you will not be admitted. So that's just a way of us to help us avoid getting trolls in the group. But the group is growing. We've got over 4,000 people in our French beading group now. So that is amazing. Started in 2020. Is it March or oh my gosh, it's a whole year, almost another year already. So started in 2020. Wow, the time sure did fly. It's been a long time. Yeah, so you've got a lot of people in there already. So join us if you're not there yet. If you're watching on the Facebook page and you're watching from YouTube and you would like to join us in our group to take advantage of our free classes every other month, our bead alongs, then go ahead and join us. I will be teaching a class next month, so I am busy preparing that. But in the middle of preparing that, I decided, with my ADHD brain, I decided I'm just going to work on my Bird of Paradise project and get that released. So I worked on that instead. So, just work on a different project to procrastinate on the project that you're currently working on. So that's how we do, right? That's how we do. So if you haven't gotten my pattern, the Bird of Paradise, it is currently on my website, beadflora.com. The PDF is for sale, and there are some kits available as well. So beadflora.com if you want to buy the Bird of Paradise pattern. I know a lot of you have messaged me. When, Fan, are you going to release this pattern? Here it is, guys. It is here. Finally, it is here after many, many months. I designed it last year. Exactly 1 year ago is when I designed it, right? Okay, looks like hello, Kay. Kay from Mississippi. Thanks for spelling it out for me, Kay. Thanks for spelling it out. You all think I know abbreviations. Okay. Oh. Well, also this time it's all these lives are my help sessions for everybody. So if you have any questions on any of your friends' beading projects, I'm a huge mess today, guys. I am a huge mess. I mean, more of a mess than, I guess not more of a mess than any other day, but I was sick the other day, and I think I caught something, so my body's still a little bit achy. So what's this getting sick every other month? I am so sick of getting sick every other month. Right? So more of a mess than usual because I'm sick. Again, I'm tired of this. I'm done. Okay. So again, these are my help sessions. These are my office hours every single week. So if you have any questions on any of your French beading projects, you can put your questions in the chat and I will help you out, right? And if there are no questions, I will work on a project. So let me know what project you're working on while you're watching or listening. I'm going to get my second camera up. And for the past few sessions, I have been working on hair accessories. And I guess I will continue on with this new obsession. But I noticed that I really like this hair clip that I made. I like the size and it stays on well. So I think I want to make more of this style because it's small. I noticed that with the bigger hair combs that I've been making, I guess you need a very specific style. You need to have an updo in order to put those in your hair, or like an updo in the back. And then I want to see it in the front. If I do in the back, I don't get to see it. I want to see it, right? So that's why I want to do like these smaller ones. So I'm going to I have all of these peach blossoms it's a pattern from my first book right over there, Bead Flora, The Revival of French Beaded Flowers, published back in 2019, a long time ago. So I have all of these samples made. I had a project in mind, so this was not for the book. I just made a lot more because I had a project in mind. I just had a project in mind. Okay, now I'll get that camera up after all that talking. Okay, I'm excited about the Bird of Paradise. Awesome. Good evening, Natia. Hello, Natia from Germany. And hello, April. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Okay, so I like these. These are a good size for what I want to do. These are the clips that I used. These are from a few projects ago. But I think I want to do peach blossoms. And we like these. With the Lunar New Year coming up, we like little blossoms. Let's see what I got. Oh, my body's achy. Who else is achy? Who else is? I think I got the flu. But then it's like I don't have any other symptoms besides my achy body. So, I mean, I had an extreme symptom on the first day. I'm not going to tell you what because it's disgusting. But other than that, it's just been achy. So my body's a little achy today. Oh my gosh. Like what was funny is like my husband and I got the exact, like we both fell sick at the exact same time. I took a shower and I sat down on the couch. He took a shower, he sat down on the couch. And then we were just like, we're both sick. It was at the exact same moment. Oh. And his symptoms are worse. He's got what? He had the fever and chills, and then it was done. I mean, not we're on the mend. It's just like 24 hours and then we're on the mend. So which is I'm not complaining, but a little bit because I'm a little achy. Okay. So these are peach blossoms. I have all these fluorotaperi on it. Oh my gosh. I need to switch the setting on my camera or learn it better. Right. This was made using a technique called the continuous split basic. And this is one of the first few patterns that I designed using this technique. The first technique, the first project that I debuted the technique was with my water lily pattern. But this is one of the, but again, this is one of the first patterns that featured this technique. And if you're looking to learn the continuous split basic technique, this is a great project to start out with to learn the technique because the water lily pattern is an advanced pattern, but this is more like an intermediate pattern because it's an intermediate technique. So kind of like this, kind of similar to what I'm currently wearing right now. So I want to add like another bud. Okay, so let me know. You guys let me know in the chat if you want me to continue doing hair stuff or just move on for next week. What should I do? Should I move on or just keep going? Well, I don't know if I have more things to make or more samples to make more hair things. So I feel like it's almost time to move on. I'm gonna need to take this floral tape off. So this floral tape has been on here for maybe 4 or 5 years already. Yes, all these things are just sitting around. Hello, Devin. Glad you can join us today. Let me know what you're working on. If you guys are just joining me, I am working on, I'm going to make another hair clip just because I like the style that I'm currently wearing. It's, how do I get this off? Because it's small enough and I like it. So I want to make more. If I can get this floral tape off. Look at this. The intention for these peach blossom was not a hair accessory, but I've decided I want to turn some of these into hair accessories. The reason why I made so many of these peach blossoms is I wanted to do a canvas. You guys have probably, some of you have seen it. I've shared it many years ago, prior to the current group, prior to the inception of our current Facebook group. I made these peach blossoms so that it would go on a canvas, and my sister painted some branches for me. Oh, how do I get this off? So annoyed. See, sometimes the floral tape don't stick well, and now this floral tape is really sticky. Okay, Devin says, so happy that the Bird of Paradise pattern is available. Awesome, good. I'm happy too. Well, the hold up, Devin, is because I wanted to do a video portion as well. The PDF was ready. It has been ready, right? But I started making the videos last year. And then, of course, I had to move on to a bead along and couldn't get it finished. And you know how that goes. So it's been sitting around. I decided I'll just release the PDF, just get that out instead of waiting. Okay, Natia says, be careful with these fringes. Longer hair tends to get tangled up in them. Well, actually, this has fringes. Is it a fringe? No, it's not a fringe. Oh, this is short. These are loops. I see what you're saying. You know what I noticed, Natia, is that my apple blossoms pattern, I think what I did was I was a newer designer at the time, and I think I made the fringes really, really long. It could have been shorter, right? The fringes were really long. So these fringes are a bit shorter. So hopefully they should be okay. Can't promise, but hopefully they should be okay. Do I want one or two? Okay. So I have these all twisted. I think I'm going to untwist this here. This is one of my older patterns, and I seem to twist things way too much before. I have since not twist as much, just leave it. So don't twist as much anymore, because it just creates the stem to be quite bulky. If it's all twisted and you're putting it on your stem, it's going to get all bulky. So I've since stopped twisting so much. We're always learning. Okay, so okay, Devin is going to Tupper Lake in New York. Hour and a half from where you are. Okay. Just in a truck. Nice. So you guys are in trucks, working from home. Oh, this is hard to cut. What else are you doing? Okay. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yes. So this pattern, as I untwist this, is when I get around to it, right, I will turn this into, well, I started already. It's a canvas, and it's, I think, 14, or I forget how many panels. But my sister painted the branches, and my idea was to glue the peach blossoms onto the canvas like it is on a branch. And I did one panel and then promptly, stopped, because that's how we roll. We start projects and then don't finish, right? That's how we do. And she signed the canvas 2014. So that's how long how old my idea, that's how old this idea is. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. That's how old this idea is. I think maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, I started on one panel, and then I have not done anything since. It's been just sitting around. The canvases are just annoying me because it's all over the place. Can I get these in the hole? There are too many wires to go through the hole. Maybe I'll just wrap it around like this instead of having it go around the hole. And hopefully the fringes do not get caught, or my hair does not get caught in the fringes. We'll see. I will update you on that, Nadia. Okay, some wires. Hello, Allah. Good evening to you. Devin's not working on anything. Clovers. Okay. That was what? I don't remember. When did we do that? Last year sometime. October? It's all a blur. it's all a blur. I think October. And then I promptly had to rest because I was so tired. All right, I see that Liz has a question about sunflower leaves. Liz, I will get back to you. I'm just going to finish this first. These two leaves. Actually, I want to put a wire through this hole. So from at this point, so I think I may add some wire to it. So this is the perfect time to use like scrap wires. If I were to make this, I would make it with the top basic wire a lot longer, but because I'm not, I'm just going to add on to it. And of course, I've got a bag of just random scrap. Who has a bag of random scraps? Okay. So I think I will, what will I do? Wrap it around like this. Go up like this. Will this work? I don't know. I'm just doing random stuff. Let's do it here. And then maybe go back up here. Kind of want it up here. If I can, if not, I'm going to try this first. This will work, I guess. Okay. Okay, wrapping it around. All right, it's giving me trouble a little bit. Oh, this worked perfectly because at this point, okay, this worked out. Because originally I wanted it to be at the tip, but I think at this, the neck part is actually perfect. April is working on Tree of Life things. Don't know if you should post in the group. Well, if you use French beading techniques, then yes. If not, well, we kind of accept. Uh-oh. My leaf is not good. It fell apart. I'm gonna have to use a new leaf. Oh man. I'm feeling dejected. Just hate it when that happens. And it's live. Messing up live. But picked the wrong leaf. Oh, so yeah, April, if it is a French beading technique, then yes. If it's not a French beading technique, then no. But at the same time, we do accept Victorian techniques. So if it's like a Victorian technique, not too bothered by it. So let's try this one again. I don't know what happened. Why did the beads fall out? I need more wire. Hello, Martha. Martha says, love the idea. Yep. I can't wait. Will I do it this year? You guys got to hold me accountable. You're going to ask me about it. Or maybe I should just do it. Maybe that's what I should do on the stream. Because if I don't do it on the stream, I mean, this would motivate me to actually do it. So maybe that's what I need to do. Just glue a bunch of, just work on my canvas up in here. This leaf is not laced. Why not? Okay, oops. Devin says, these flowers are so sweet. You should make some too. They're so easy. Just wrap your wires around it. Whatever extra flowers you guys have lying around, turn it into a hair thing. Because if you saw, I turned a huge, well, it's a it's a mini, technically a mini dahlia, but you know, to put it in your hair, it's pretty big, right? You saw that I turned a whole dahlia into a hair accessory, and it stays. But for everyday use, I prefer to have these little hair things. Okay, do I just want one leaf? Two. Okay, Natia is working on the mimosa. Honestly, I have not looked at the pattern for the mimosa. I usually don't look at other designers' stuff while I'm just too. Not that I don't want to. It's just forget, or just not on top of my mind. So I should take a look at it. It looks like it looks interesting. Okay, so I'm not sure. Okay. Let's wrap this around. So if I were to intentionally to make the beaded flowers for a hair accessory, what I would do is I would make the leaves using a double split basic technique so that there'll be less wire to wrap around. That's what I would do if I were to turn it into a hair accessory intentionally instead of using leftovers. And at the same time, I would also leave a longer top basic wire. All right. Oh, I still need to finish this part. What is, okay. I think I'll go under and wrap it around. And this is what you can do with your leftovers. I think a clover would be cute. Hair clip. Where's that wire? Okay, here we go. I don't know if I like it. Okay, let's get the mess out of the way. And I will glue something on the back. And while I'm waiting for my glue gun, take a look here. Okay, Liz has a question on the sunflower. Let me read it first. Okay, when I made leaf A, I need to pay better attention to keeping the bottom round and the basic wire straight. As I went along, the bottom became more pointed. Let me grab my leaf because my brain is not functioning. You guys really expect me to remember all my patterns off the top of my head? Okay. As I went along, the bottom became more pointed. I felt like it started in the top section of scallops as I did the positioning of the wire after making the full scallop on the left. Okay. I'm going to need to read that again because I'm not understanding it. Okay, so this is the leaf. Okay, this is one of my samples, so it is an extremely large leaf. It's one of my failed attempts. So the bottom round. Okay, so is it? The bottom should be rounded. Okay, that's a problem. It shouldn't be pointed. I feel like it started in the top section. That's I'm not sure, Liz. I don't know how you got a pointed bottom on this here. You're gonna have to show me a picture because I'm not sure how. If you're doing a rounded bottom, I don't see how it can be pointed. I'm gonna need to see a picture. Unless, did you reposition? Did you say you're repositioned? Okay, you did mention as it reposition the wire. You know what really sucks, because this leaf, it takes a long time. So if you mess up, it's a lot. It's a lot to do or redo. So send me a picture so I can see what you mean. You can DM it to me on the Facebook, the Fenley Beadwork Instructor Facebook page, and let me know when you have done that so I can take a look at it. Okay. Oh, okay. So I see that you put a picture in the Facebook group. Let me go take a look. Let me grab it. Okay, I see it. Hmm. Let me put it up so I can point it out. That is so weird. That is so weird. Okay. Where is it? Saved it. But that's really awesome beading. Very neat. Great scallops. And you know what? I would even probably use that leaf. I mean, who cares if it's pointed, right? I would use it. Okay. How do I add? I'm just not seeing the picture in my downloads. Okay, I'll do it a different way. Share screen. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can't zoom in. Enable zoom and scroll. Okay, here. Allow. Can I zoom here? Okay. So let's take a look. Cuckoo. So I think at this point is probably, yeah, this, at this, can you see if I don't know if you guys can see of me pointing at it. Can you see me doing this? Can you see me putting my mouse over the area? I don't know if you can or not. I don't know if you can or not. But anyways, at this point, is there like another way that I can, maybe like a pen to draw on it or something? Because I don't know if you can see my mouse. Yeah, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About the fifth set of rows is when it looks like it started turning into a slight point. How? How? Wow. Yeah, I think you probably just did a 45-degree angle at that point, and then it turns into a point. I would like to see how the bottom looks, Liz. But let's take a look at like a sunflower. Do some of them have pointed leaves? There are different types. Let's put that on the screen. Okay, Natia says you can see the mouse pointer. All right, good. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so yeah, around this point is where it kind of did that 45-degree thing, like at this row right here, right? Because after this row, then you are repositioning this row. So this was probably positioned at a more 45-degree angle. And then it just continue on. That is very strange. And I have not seen this problem before. Okay, so let's take a look at sunflowers. Let me share a different screen so we can see different sunflowers. So Liz, I would like to see the bottom of your leaf to see if to see if we should, if you can just use that leaf instead, instead of having to redo it. Oh, hang on. Share screen. Okay, so I Google some sunflower leaves. Let's take a look. Oh, no, those are just various leaves. I think the one I designed was similar to kind of like this. The one here is actually not what my sunflower leaf looks like, because this is one of my initial failed attempts. So this is a little bit too big, but it'll work. It works, but it's a little bit too big. Well, I guess like with some of these leaves here, there are some pointed bottoms, right? So it's pointed, and then you have these things, I don't know what you call them, these little flaps around it. So there are some that are slightly pointed. And this here, that's slightly pointed. So not all are rounded. Some are pointed. So if you don't mind it, I would just go with it, right? So just go with it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I am, totally forgot. I need to finish my hair clip. All right. So I'm going to glue some of this on. Okay, if you guys have any more questions on any of your projects, put them in the chat. And Liz, I hoped that helped. Okay, so Allah's making clematis, forget-me-nots, and we're now working on mimosas. So it seems like so many people are working on mimosas. Okay, so that'll work. I got another glue stick. Where'd I put it? Here we go. Oh, sorry. Devin says, oh, Devin, what do you mean? What was going so great? You made your comment a while ago, so I forgot what I was talking about. All right. Oh, you mean the leaf. Okay. Yeah, that was a while ago. All right. Okay. That should do it. And that is it for today. Making a peach blossom hair accessory. Okay. Yeah, the working wire probably did come loose, Natia. So April. Beads on twisted wire. Don't know if they'll call it a fringe. Well, DM it to me. I'll take a look, April. Okay. Okay, looks like we have Karopi here with us. Wants to know if I have done carnations. No, I have not. I have studied carnations, and every flower is on my list to bead, but I have not made them. I have not decided on what technique I want to use. A lot of carnation patterns I've seen, the French beaded ones, use a continuous loop technique, and I don't know if that's the technique I want to do with my beaded carnations. Okay, get all these glue strands off. Okay, so Allah says there's an extra bead in that sunflower leaf. Is there? Hmm. Hmm. I'll take a look at it again later. Okay, so Natia also says one less bead. Okay. Groupthink. Awesome. Okay. Marlene wants to know if there's a video talking about my camera. And no, there's not a video talking about my camera setup, but what I can do is zoom out so you can see my camera setup. This is what I have. Are you talking about the camera on my face or the camera, um, this camera? It is it is on a obviously a tripod. I got lots of wires going on. That's why I prefer to zoom in more towards my face so it's not a huge. Oh, the camera is moving. It's moving by itself. So this wire is connected to my mic, which is right here, and this is connected to my computer, and there's one here. This one, there's a connected. It's my power cord. So I bought I think what they call a dummy battery, so that you can plug into the camera, so you don't have to charge your battery. So you don't have to charge your battery. As long as you plug it in, then your camera will be on. So that way I don't have to worry about my battery dying midway. Um, what else do you want to know? What else do you want to know? Camera is Canon M50. Canon M50 Mark II. Oh my God, it's trying to make me remember all the stuff. So that's all I have. This is one of these. What type of tripods? Um, I forget the name of the type of tripod. But I got the long. I forgot the name. You can turn this into like different. You can turn this into like a regular tripod where it's straight, or you can turn it on the side like this, like how I have it. And I finally started using this bag that I put some beads in here so that it doesn't tip over. It was tipping over um, sometimes. And what I have done for a while is to like have the legs against something. I would put like heavy stuff so it doesn't tip over. But then I remembered I have these bags that I can fill with some heavy stuff. And I think it did come with one of my tripods. I think it did come with this tripod. So I filled it with some heavy stuff, filled it with beads that I no longer want to use. And so it's keeping the tripod from falling over. Nadia, it is not mirrored. I paid attention today, right? Is this mirrored? It is. What the heck? What happened? It wasn't. It wasn't earlier. I wasn't earlier. Oh my gosh, you're right. But I tried to pay attention. It's like okay, it's still mirrored. But what's important is the demo isn't mirrored, right? So that's what's important. Okay, yeah. Let me move this here, and this is where I have my mic. I have another tripod right here with my mic. And I didn't buy. This is my old tripod. I just decided that I'll just use it as my mic tripod. But it was my regular tripod. And the reason I got a new one is because this thing here, it was it was a adapter to not adapter, just like a one. It's like a accessory that you can purchase. It didn't come with my tripod, and I bought a really short one. So I bought a new tripod with a longer, whatever this thing is called, right? Whatever this thing is called, I bought a new one. Um, but there are a lot of factors to determine the clearness of the picture. Because if you guys have, well, you guys know this, is that I was just streaming from over there and my camera would not stream properly and the pictures were blurry, right? So it's not just the camera, it is the connection, and it is also how close you are to your Wi-Fi router. Because I just like a couple feet, right? I had my camera sitting right here, and when it connected, it was blurry, and most of the time it did not connect. I was just just 2 feet away, right? So I moved it over here. Maybe from here to here is maybe about 4 feet, not 2 feet, maybe about 4 feet, right? About 4 feet away, and that changed a lot. So I probably need, if I want to work over there, I probably need to have my Wi-Fi router moved to a different position so that the Wi-Fi router is closer to my camera. Crazy, right? So, all right. And April just messaged me a photo. Let me go get that. Since I'm having a trouble saving pictures, I will share the screen. That's beautiful, April. They look like what? Are they gemstones? Okay. Okay. Beautiful, April. I love tree of life stuff, but too bad I just don't have the motivation to make it yet. I've not had the motivation to make it yet. I want to be inspired before I do that. You know how that goes, right? That's very cool. Like, I've always seen the gemstone ones, but I've never seen any of them made using just seed beads. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Because I've always wanted a tree of life pendant. Did I ever buy one? I don't recall. But I've always liked them. So, okay. Kavitha, hello. Kavitha from India. Thanks for joining me again. At the tail end of the stream, we are almost done. So So today I've made this, what is this? Peach Blossom hair clip. So let me go ahead and put it on. switch out my new accessory. Okay. Okay, yeah, gem chips. I think, yeah. I love those, April. That should be another project. Let me think about it. That should be a project. But French beading, right? But French beading. Okay, I've made myself a new accessory. And let's see how my long hair does in the fringes. And of course, we need to, even if it's in our hair, we need to think about shaping it if it gets out of whack. Oh, this is a bud. I thought it was just, on the camera, I thought it was a petal from the first flower. Okay, that works. Okay. All right, that's it for today. Made a mess here. All these beads fell out. Okay, if you guys have any more questions, put them in the chat. I'll hang out for just another moment while I clean this up. Put these all back, and maybe next week we will work on, well, the canvases are big. So I don't know how, I may need to be at a different spot, maybe sit on the floor or something. So, all right. There are no more questions. Then thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. And I will see you next week. And we'll see. I'll decide 5 minutes before I go on next week on what I'm going to do. All right. See you, everyone. Have a good day.